Welcome to the Maps for Kids Showcase. I'm your host, Tierney Tennant. The City of Oklahoma City is more than 10 years into the Maps for Kids plan, which was developed and approved by you, Oklahoma City residents, to improve education in Oklahoma City and the surrounding areas. On today's show, we're going to take you inside Prairie Queen Elementary School in South Oklahoma City. The school is home to the Schooners and serves students in grades pre-K through 6th. This school has strong community support and dedicated teachers who work together to meet the needs of the 850 students who walk the halls. And on today's show, we have a special guest, a student at Prairie Queen Elementary School. Okay, well, I'm so glad that you stopped by for our Maps for Kids showcase today. You're the first kid we've had on the show. Do you know that? You do? Well, you want to tell the people what your name is and what grade you're in?
I'm Caitlin Horton. I'm in 2nd grade.
And you attend Prairie Queen Elementary School.
And I have a lot of friends there too.
Well, what do you love about your school, Caitlin?
Well, I like it because I have lots of friends and I get to go outside sometimes.
Yes.
And, well, we don't have to do very much work, but we get to read chapter books, which I really like.
You like to read? What kind of books do you like to read?
Judy B. Jones.
Judy, what are those books about?
Well, it's about her being, like, out of control sometimes and trying to get a job. So we read one today about Judy B. Jones acting up and going to the barbershop and stuff.
Oh, yeah? Well, on the show, we're talking about all of the changes at your school, and they painted it and made it really, really pretty. Do you think your school is pretty? And what's the favorite part about your school?
Well, sometimes we had to read for 20 minutes.
Yeah?
So that's one of them, but I don't do them every time.
You don't? You watch out for the microphone, though. Okay, you don't read your 20 minutes all the time? Why not, Caitlin?
Well, you had to read a different book, but I forgot where I put all my Judy B. Jones, so I don't really read that much.
What else? Is there anything else you want to tell people about how awesome your school is? What do you love about it?
Well, a couple of things I do like about it don't. Number one.
Number one.
I like after school and before school, I like to go to the office.
Oh, the office is really pretty.
Because you get to go on the computer. And number two, on Fridays, you have to bring money. And you have to wear a Prairie Queen jacket if you want extra popcorn.
You have on a Prairie Queen jacket. So did you get extra popcorn? Good job. That's good. And number three, your last one.
Let's see. What's number three again?
Number three. Think about it. Oh, got it.
I like it because it's two boys like me, but sometimes they bother me a lot.
Oh, we're already talking about boys?
Yes, we are.
But you talked about reading more than boys, which is good.
Pretty much.
Pretty
boys, I don't know.
I know. Reading, yeah, boys, I don't know. I'm so glad you came on today and let me ask you some questions. You did a really good job. You going to try to take my job? You want to do this full time? I think you're natural.
Because I think I'm ready.
I think you're ready too. You did a really good job.
And I think my Nana's ready too.
You do? Well, let's talk to your Nana then.
Okay.
Okay. And her Nana just happens to be Jacqueline Horton, the principal of Prairie Queen Elementary School, and she joins us now. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
And your granddaughter is adorable, just so you know that. Let's just get that out of the way.
Okay,
she's adorable and
yes,
precious.
she is. I adore her.
And she said she wants to take my job, and I would totally give it to her because she's great at it.
Yeah, well, we're ready for her to go to work.
Well, your school wrapped up renovations last year, so let's talk about the whole process.
Okay. We actually finished March of 2013.
Wow.
Yes, and we went through various phases before we completed the project. But we still have another part to go, and that's getting our new gym.
I know, which is also exciting.
Yes, so, but that will not be a phase that will interrupt any of the learning process or the regular scheduled school day. So we're looking forward to the new gym coming in.
Absolutely. Yes. And I know you had a hand in the design of the school. So what was the one must-have when it comes to renovating the school?
I wanted a computer lab.
You didn't have one before?
No.
Oh.
6 years ago, we did not have a computer lab. We had an awesome library, media center, but no computer lab. And we had computers in the classroom, but not very many. And so that was one of the main things I really wanted. I wanted a computer lab.
You got your computer lab.
Yes, and it will service 33 children.
Tell me, how awesome is that to have that space?
Oh, it's just amazing because they're able to come out of the classroom and the teachers can enhance the lesson where they go in and it's interactive with the technology. We have various programs that are online, and so they're able to go and work on that.
So is that one of the spaces? I know you had additional space that was added to your school. Was that just one of the areas that was added? What other space was added?
Oh, we had several areas that were added. Actually, we had a media center, our new administrative area.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yes, it is. It's beautiful. And then we had a brand new wing that was added on the north side, which provided 11 classrooms.
Wow.
Yes,
That
11.
is amazing.
Yes, 11 additional classrooms.
And you mentioned the office area and the entrance, which is extremely impressive.
Yes, it is.
Does
Yes,
that
it is.
new design make it a little more visitor friendly?
Yes. Before, people would get confused on which was really the entrance to the building.
Where's the front door?
Exactly. Now it's no question. It is so inviting. It's also safe, where we have a nice foyer that children and parents can come in, but they have to go directly into the office. And the main part of the building is actually secured from that foyer. And people have to go through the office or we buzz someone into the main part of the building. So that's another thing that helped by getting that new front entrance to the school.
It looks great.
Oh, I know. Do you not like how it's
love
designed?
It. I know, it looks great. And you know, if you know Miss Horton, she's always dressed to the nines.
Well,
And your color scheme in your school, I know you had to have had a hand in that.
yes, I
Like,
actually had my office in the old part. That was the color.
Okay.
And so when the architects came through, he said, "Oh my gosh, I like the color." He said, "Could we do this throughout?" And I said, "That is the whole plan. This is what I want. I want the creams and the rust and the chocolates, making it nice. And then also we are schooners. So we were trying to figure out how do we go in and put our mascot out there. So we did a wagon wheel. So as you come through the front, it's got the wagon wheel, we got the schooner on the floor. It looks very, very nice.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Yes, it does.
Great cosmetic changes,
Yes,
I have to tell
yes.
you.
Thank you.
We spoke with your granddaughter. I've been to your school. You have amazing kids
Yes.
that also deal with some issues in regards to poverty. So
Yes.
talk a little bit about the challenges your students face.
With poverty anywhere, the main challenges is a lot of times parents have to work a lot. So that means that that child may be going home to a latchkey type situation where there's no adult supervision or they have older siblings there. And then that means also meals. We provide on Fridays through our Oklahoma Food Bank the backpack kits, and so that provides food for the children. And also we have a lot of partnerships that help us, that understand the issues that come with poverty. And our main thing is to make them feel like, you know what, it doesn't matter. Because when I walk into this school, my school looks as beautiful. We got a nice $1 million school,
Yes.
and it looks wonderful. But those are some of the challenges. And, being homeless, children may have to spend the night in shelters. And with those types of challenges, with families being displaced, it is hard for the child to actually come in with the mind ready to learn. Their minds may be on, where's my next meal coming from? Or where am I going to spend the night tonight? So those are some challenges for us.
And those are not excuses. That's the reality.
That is reality.
That's the
Every
reality.
day. Yes, that is reality.
Well,
yes.
thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And I know one thing that you have at your school is great teachers that help overcome those challenges.
Yes.
So I'm excited to talk to one of your teachers
Yes,
up next.
absolutely.
So coming up
Thank
next, we're
you.
going to talk to a teacher. But first, we want to welcome Robin Obert Nagturo to the district as the new district chef. She is in charge of creating healthy school meal plans for the more than 40,000 students in the district. Now, prior to joining to OKCPS, she served as the executive chef for Governor Mary Fallin. So, welcome to the team, Chef Robin, and we'll be right back.
It's not his new group of friends. It's not the video games. It's not the neighborhood.
Mom, do I have to go to school today?
The biggest threat to your child's future could be you. Every day they miss, even in middle school, puts their graduation at risk.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork, loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look, your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your
likes
kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Welcome back. You're watching the Maps for Kids Showcase. Congratulations to the Super 7 seniors at U.S. Grant High School. These are students who have passed all 7 of the required end of instruction exams, and all 116 seniors are recognized at a recent assembly. So wonderful job to the students. We're very proud of you. And we're joined now by Colleen Stark, a 2nd grade teacher at Prairie Queen Elementary School. And I just have to say, I love the fact that you brought notes.
Oh.
And they're all laid out in just a special way because you said you don't want to forget anything wonderful to say about your kids.
I don't.
And
we have special kids.
You have wonderful kids. And you've taught there for 18 years, I'm told.
I have. I've grown old walking up and down those hallways.
Wise. You've grown wise walking down those hallways.
Probably both.
So tell me, you've been there for 18 years. Do you feel as though the improvements have improved the pride at the school? And in what way?
I think it's like when we dress for success.
Oh, good point.
And at our school, everything is so new, and the kids are proud of it. You see something on the floor, and you'll see a child without having to ask them to pick it up. They're picking it up because they're proud of their surroundings.
Those shiny new floors. What was your reaction when you saw it all complete, from where it had come from?
I'm still in awe. I'm still in awe. Actually, it's really beautiful, and it's innovative and exciting.
So what are some of the changes that you've seen over the years during your tenure there?
In the building?
In the building.
Well, the biggest thing that we are enjoying is the bathrooms, to be honest.
That's a new answer, but I want to know why.
Well, because we have more room for the kids to go, and it's more orderly. And then the computer lab is wonderful. Mm-hmm. And the ceilings, the windows, all of that, big difference. From when I first got there, it was kind of airtight. Uh-huh. And now we used to have drafts. We duct tape the drafts.
No need for that anymore, Ms. Stark.
No, it's wonderful. Our windows, our colors, it's really exciting.
It really is a beautiful building. Mm-hmm. Let's talk a little bit about the typical Prairie Queen Elementary School student. What does that look like?
Well, today I was actually thinking about that, and I saw a couple little kindergartners coming down the hall, and both of them looked up at me, and they had great big huge grins on their face, and they're like, "Hello, Miss Stark." And I thought, this is our typical student, eager to learn at school with smiles on their faces.
Well, they're smiling at the great teachers that are there.
They are, and we have great students.
You have great students and great teachers. You teach 2nd grade at Prairie Queen Elementary School, and I know the state law requires that kids must be on grade level in regards to reading by the end of the 3rd grade. So you're preparing them for that 3rd grade. So tell me about that process and what you all are doing in the classroom.
Well, first of all, we have 90-minute blocks of reading in the morning, and they're uninterrupted. We've changed our pullouts to where they're all in the afternoon, so the morning is pretty much reading. Mm-hmm. And then we have small groups, so we're able to do more individualized instruction. Mm-hmm. We have continuous monitoring, so if we see that a child is struggling in an area, we can pull that area and work in those areas that the child needs the extra help with.
That's great.
So, and small groups are wonderful.
Is there anything parents can do at home? You all seem to have it down to a science at the school level, but for parents that are watching at home, what can they do to improve their child's reading?
Absolutely. sight words. Practice sight words. They're on the computer. They can look them up. Computer sites, and then have your child read every night. And the best thing that they can do at home is to be a role model and let their children see them read themselves and encourage reading within their house.
Is there anything I didn't ask you that is not on this card that you want to say? I want to make sure you get it all out.
No, I actually did a pretty good job remembering myself.
You did. Well, thank you very much, Ms. Stark, for being on the show today. We really appreciate everything you and the staff are doing at the school.
Thank you for the positiveness that we're getting throughout the city with your show.
We just want to make sure you know you're appreciated. We really do appreciate everything you're doing. And thank you all for watching. This show will air monthly on City Channel 20, and we'll take you inside our city schools for a look at the improvements thanks to the Maps for Kids sales tax. For more information on Maps for Kids, visit okc.gov. And to learn more about Oklahoma City Public Schools, visit okcps.org. And we leave you with some snapshots of our celebration in honor of Devon Energy and their 10-year partnership with Mark Twain Elementary School. Through the program, students in grades 2 through 6 have a designated mentor and one-on-one time with a tutor. We appreciate the dedication of Devon Energy and look forward to many more years of support. I thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Tierney Tennant, and we'll see you next time.